Hi, I'm Tristan,
I'm Janice, and we're the founders of the BreakUP Club.
and we're so excited to be here with you today as you begin your healthy journey to heart healing. We have a lot to kind of tell you up front for this particular session only, and then all the other sessions we're just going to jump right into the lesson. But we want to make sure that we're all on the same page about what BreakUp Club is, how it was formed, what our expectations are, what your expectations can be, and so forth. Before we get started, we want to let you know that our class is going to be in a series, each class a series of 3 to 4 videos. So that'll be, 45 minutes to an hour. So it gives you a chance to take a break after each segment, get something to drink, kind of process whatever it is that you want, and then return to the next segment. So with that, we thought we would start by telling you a little bit about us. We got to know you through your profiles, which is great. So for those of you who took the time to load up your profile information on Ning, we really appreciate that. That really helps us understand how to help you better. It helps us tailor our classes for you better. So if you haven't gotten a chance to do that, please do. It also really contributes to the community aspect of BreakUP Club, which is really important. And Janice will speak to in a bit about that community aspect was actually part of the BreakUP Club philosophies in the inception of BreakUP Club. And we also put up every day for BreakUP Club new tools for you. So you'll see, as you saw in the email that Janice sent out, tools each day to help you between our sessions. So that said, let's tell them a little bit about how BreakUP Club started.
Definitely. So, BreakUP Club started from my most recent breakup. And it was, people talk about their big breakup. This was my big breakup because I really thought that, this guy was, the be all, ends all, and, the person that I was going to spend the rest of my life with. So we were dating for a year and a half. We lived together for 6 months out of that year and a half. And once we started living together, things really started to surface and we started to get to know each other a lot better. And I started to get to know someone who I wasn't sure I wanted to be in a relationship with. And I wasn't sure if it was the right match for me. But like most women, we really try to work it out and convince ourselves that, it'll get better and convince ourselves that this might be as good as it gets. And I did all that convincing. And it wasn't until we had gone to couples therapy and we were given the assignment to go away for a weekend. And this weekend was the make or break weekend. We were either going to end this weekend together forever, or we were going to split up. And probably about 20 minutes into the weekend, I knew that this was going to be the weekend that broke us up. So from there, I really started to evaluate, not only what was going on in the relationship, but what was going on with me because I needed to own that.
I would tell them
And
what he was doing during your soul searching.
yeah, we were in lovely Santa Barbara wine country, and he decided to sleep throughout the entire weekend while I was, exploring.
That was sign number one.
Yeah, exactly. Um, so what I started to do, and what is kind of part of our curriculum, is I started to make a list of all those things that I wanted out of a relationship and all those things I was actually getting, and they just didn't match up. And I decided that I needed to really exit this relationship. And so I started making a list of all those friends that I could really go to that could help me. And Tristan topped that list. And we've been breakup buddies for over 10 years now. So she's gotten me through a lot of breakups and vice versa. Um, but I realized, Tristan's married, with children, and a lot of my other friends are married or live elsewhere or have these high powered jobs or what have you. So they wouldn't have the necessarily time to dedicate to me that they once did, in the past. And so I started thinking about like, wow, it'd be very cool to be a part of a group of women who are going through a breakup at the same time and are wanting to heal their, hurting hearts at the same time and are also single at the same time. And I started just writing down some ideas. I threw it to Tristan, and in a matter of weeks, together we started to massage what this would look and feel like. And we launched in October of 2010, and it's been an amazing, rewarding ride ever since. And I did break up with my ex, hence why I'm here.
And he moved out, but she got the TV.
Yes, exactly, and the dog, and it was the best thing that ever happened to me, and that's what you hear always, that this is the best thing that will ever happen to you, and we could guarantee, I could sit here and Tristan could sit here and guarantee it is the best thing that could ever happen to you for your own self growth and self worth.
But we know that's hard to see right now.
Yeah,
It's very hard to believe. But hopefully, after this month of course, you will be there.
yeah,
And you will see things with love colored glasses
exactly.
instead.
So that's my story.
Yeah, and my last breakup was really long time ago. But I day to day I work with predominantly single women to help them not only through heartbreak but also to create happy, healthy, sustainable relationships. We all want that, gorgeously rich, awesome, ooey gooey love. And I work with women one on one and in groups through essentially dating coaching to help them figure out what it is that they want and how to get it and to see it through. So that's what I do. I'm a published author. I write lots of articles for different websites as such. So that's what I bring to the table of BreakUP Club. So that's a little bit about us. So, and of course, if you ever have questions about us personally, professionally, or otherwise, you can email us or hit us up on Ning anytime you want. We're pretty much open books.
Yeah.
So before we get started, we also want to go through something that we find to be extremely important, which is our BreakUP Club rules. And we sent them to you. It looks like this. Hopefully, you had a chance to read them, but we just want to briefly go through them to emphasize how important they are to the health and integrity of BreakUP Club.
So yeah. So rule number one is leaving judgment and criticism at the door. I think it's so easy for us to, look at someone else's situation and provide advice, and sometimes that advice is not so constructive. It's actually critical, or comes off as judgmental. Yeah, we do not allow that in this club. We're not critical. We're not judgmental. We feel everything you feel. We advise you through it in a very constructive and positive way, and that's how we want everyone to act within this club. And, thus far, we've done many of these, we have not had any issues. So we don't expect to have any with you guys.
Yeah, because it's always important to remember that everybody processes experiences and emotions a little bit differently. And although we have a general curriculum for this class, there's certain things that are going to gel with you more than others. And you're also going to take and massage certain elements in a way that fits for you that might be different than how it fits for somebody else. And that's okay. Yeah. Everybody's right in their process, so long as it's a healthy, constructive, empowering process. So the second thing that's really important with BreakUP Club is confidentiality. We strongly stand by the theory that what happens in BreakUP Club stays in BreakUP Club. And we've also never had a problem with this, but we can't emphasize it enough because we want you to feel like you're in a safe haven. And that means for this class that you're in a safe space on Ning.com. So whatever you read there, whatever you experience there on our chat sessions, uh, make sure you keep that within the group. That's going to create a closer bond with us. Community is a big part of healing, as Janice mentioned, through the process of heartbreak. And it doesn't behoove anybody very well to know that it's possible, even though you all live all over the world, that somebody might be talking about them and their breakup with strangers. So we just ask that you be mindful of that.
Please show up for the chat sessions on time. As you know, each video session starts at 5:30. I mean, you could watch it a little beforehand or what have you, but Tristan and I will be online every week between 6:45 and 7 o'clock. And we want you to be able to ask us, any type of questions that are coming up for you, or anything that you're feeling at that time, anything related to the course. So, please show up so we could have a really active engagement and conversation.
And the last rule is we just want to emphasize that although we think we're pretty good at helping people through their heartbreak, we aren't licensed professionals. We're not psychologists, psychiatrists, or therapists, although I am in school for that. But we're not licensed yet. So it's important that if you feel like you need support beyond what it is that we have to offer, you feel like your situation is more dire than the tools that we can provide to help you, then we do really encourage you to seek professional treatment if you need it.
Absolutely.
So that's the rules. That's it. And I think that concludes our housekeeping stuff.
Yeah.
So let's have fun now. Okay. So with BreakUP Club, every class we have a theme and a general topic that everything that we're going to talk about falls under. And this week's class is all about feeling your heartbreak. And so we're going to focus a lot about what the emotions that you do feel and how you process them. And we're going to give you a lot of great tools to help you be more comfortable with the feelings that come your way through this difficult time. Every class, we start off with what we call a power thought. And the power thought is a handpicked quote, something that has inspired us and we hope inspires you, and also serves as a reminder to you for what this week's topic is, so you can stay engaged and motivated throughout the week. So we encourage you to jot it down and post it somewhere where it's readily accessible to you, whether it's the bathroom mirror, in your wallet, car rearview mirror, something like that. And this week's power thought, put it up for you, is be a student, not a victim. Survivors find meaning in their suffering. So this is a really, really powerful quote, we think, because you have choices right now. You have choices when you're going through this time to either victimize yourself or victimize, the entire experience that you're going through, or you can rise up to the occasion and say, hey, look, here's where I am. Let me learn from this. Let me grow and thrive from this experience. And so we obviously stand in the school of thriving from it, not only surviving, but also thriving from the experience. We look at hardship as painful as it is, as a true opportunity. This is a gift for you to get to know yourself better and to make new, healthier choices in your life.
Yeah.
And you guys already, by signing up for this class and showing up today, you have decided that you're not going to be a victim, that you are going to be a student of your experience. So for that, we applaud you.
Yeah, no one really likes pity parties.
Not
and
so
we all
much.
do it. I mean,
We
God
do
knows
it,
we,
yeah.
we have our own self pity
That's
parties.
okay. We're
But
all about the pints of ice cream, bottles of wine. It's fine every now and again.
exactly. And, I think we get kind of caught up in this blame game, either blaming our ex or blaming ourselves for what happened. And there really is no one to blame here. It's just taking ownership of your role in, the relationship and the process of moving on.
And that is what we're going to help you do. Okay. So let's move
For
on.
the second video? Or no?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So you might want to take a little bit of a break right now. We're going to move on to our second segment as soon as you get back. See you soon.